Hi, hello, depending on which part of the world you are. My name is Prophet John. On this podcast, we'll look at the power of looking. The power of looking. This is going to motivate you just in case you feel like giving up in life. You feel you are tired and things are not working as you expected. You desired a different life, and what you have is contrary to your desires. You are young, you wrote aspirations. You thought by this time you will be at a certain point in life. Things are not going to plan according to plan. Some of you are eager to discover your purposes. Some of you are eager to write down visions. Some are eager to find out your passions or things you love the most. You are just the candidate I needed for this broadcast. And I pray that the Spirit of God is going to help you as we look at the power of looking. Some who are looking for purpose, vision, or aspiration. The thin line between the two is just what I'm sharing today. It's just the power of looking. It's impossible to have focus without understanding what I will say today. So we'll read from Matthew 5, verse 28. The Bible says, "But I say unto you, that whosoever looks on a woman to lust after her has already committed adultery with her already in the heart." I'll give you only one verse. Maybe I give another one. Matthew 6, verse 24. Okay. Let's say from verse 22. For the light of the body is the eye. If your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. Looking as an authority within it. Now, looking is different from seeing. Seeing is different from perceiving. So every day you sit down, that vision, that dream, when you look at it, the looking being talked about in the body is one that brings in perception. You want to be a great cameraman, a great digital creator, content creator. When you sit down to look at that, do you really perceive yourself? Because the way it is in looking is optical view. So you see yourself, you imagine, it's imagination. Then after that, you want to be this powerful digital content creator. You begin now to process. That is now seeing. You're now not just looking, you're now seeing yourself in imagination. After that, you now begin to perceive yourself. You begin to conclude. Perception is hearty. Seeing is optical. Looking is visual. Seeing is imaginative. And then to condensate that to your heart, you need to perceive. So looking is optical. Like I'm looking in the camera now. Then I'm imagining an audience inside. I'm perceiving. I'm seeing, sorry. I'm imagining it. Then when it settles in my heart, I am perceiving. Perception is discernment. So when you look at a woman, Jesus saying, you first optically see her, and then imagine sleeping with her. It's imagination. That is now seeing. Then the moment your heart feels excited about it, that's perception or discernment. The Bible says it is already committed. So why do we just commit sin? How come we don't commit right? Why do we just commit sin? How come we don't commit progress? Why do we just commit sin? How come we don't commit success? Why do we just commit crimes? How come we don't commit good life? So the same process you use for committing evil is the same process you can use to advance your life. This is the power of looking. Looking empowers seeing. Seeing empowers perception. And seeing catalyzes, manufactures. Looking brings into the image. Seeing imagines. Perception drops into your heart and things happen. That's the supernatural power of looking. Looking is so powerful. And Jesus says, if your eye be single, if you are focused, your body will be full of light. So why are you giving up now? Maybe you didn't know what I'm saying. Or maybe you haven't worked at it long enough. There's a process of time around this. I always imagine myself being a prophet. I always see myself, besides being God, at least daily I encourage myself. I know how far I will go. And I settle with my heart. So when I appear in a meeting, I know I'm a prophet. Things will respond to a prophet. Sometimes this can just be the secret of life. Sometimes this is all life could be about. Until next time, blessings.